Hey friends, welcome to Stag and Pennies. I can tell you, we're a day late, but the wait will be worth it because we have Brickyard 400 champ Bubba Wallace join us in studio to break down all things Indianapolis and more. Who knows where we're going to go? We're also playing baseball in Bristol this week, so I'm going to be going to that on Saturday night for the Speedway Classics. It's going to be so sick, just like Stag and Pennies in this show. Buckle up. Let's go.
Stacking them deep, selling them cheap.
It tastes like gasoline, rubber, and victory.
We're just out here stacking pennies.
Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stag and Pennies. Corey LaJoie alongside. Swapped out my guest this week. I said, Ryan, you just didn't get the job done this week, but had to call in a favor. Who happens to be now a Brickyard 400 champion. Please welcome to the Nonsense Garage, Mr. Bubba Wallace.
Hello.
Hey,
thanks for
let's
having me.
freaking go.
Thanks, dog. Appreciate it.
So, one, how's it feel to kiss the bricks? What do they taste like after the race?
A little salty.
Yeah?
A little rubbery. It was cool. It was a cool experience. Really enjoyed it.
You were in your feelings, Bubba.
I was. Dude, I was wiped out. Like the adrenaline crash was immediate. Usually it's 30, 45 minutes after, I stood on top of the car and I'm like.
Imagine if you'd pass that off.
It made for good TV.
But then when Amanda come up with Bex, that had to perk you back.
That was cool.
Kelly said she cried.
Yeah, we all did. You can admit it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But she said we did it, and it was just like, yeah, because that was like that. When she said that hit it like that was for real.
Yeah, dude.
So that was cool. And then Bex, he smiled for a second, and so it's awesome that he's recognizing you and certain things. He has no idea what's going on.
How old's he now?
He's 10 months today.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 months today. And so having him there.
That's about the time, too, where you can actually connect with him, I think.
Yeah,
I got a 1-year-old right now.
Oh, yeah.
So now he wants dad.
Yeah. So we fast forward to when we're up on the stage there, and we're celebrating, spraying Coke, water, champagne, whatever it is. He's freaking out. He's crying.
Yeah, dude.
And he's off to my right. And I look at him and connect, and he's like, oh.
All good.
We're good. And I'm like, that was awesome. He was like, what's happening? And he's like, oh, okay. All right. Good job, Dad.
Yeah. Talk about because Amanda's saying we did it, right?
Yep.
It's like it is a we thing because it's not
Absolutely.
only you, because there's a lot more in this industry, as you know, and you've been outspoken about it. There's a lot more valleys than there are peaks.
Yep.
And there's only really one person that's in the valleys with you,
Yep.
right? She deals with the hard days and the emotions and all the missed expectations, all the things come to be a race car driver. Was there a time after all the celebration, when you got home and it was quiet after you guys stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning, that you were like, this is wild. This makes it worth it.
Yeah, we actually turned on Happy Gilmore, the new one. Did you see that?
Oh
yet?
my God, I watched it last night.
It's so funny.
I love it.
It's so funny. I was worried that it was going to be, not to get off track.
Super corny.
Super corny and very politically correct.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was awesome.
It was hilarious.
My favorite. Who's your favorite character of all? There's so many. Good
Bad
cameos.
Bunny was pretty good.
Okay, he did that role.
He was
really
solid.
well.
Yeah.
I like Boban, the big tall guy, but he was sprinting naked.
Yeah, that one was good. John Daly was funny.
Yeah,
a hand sanitizer bottle. But we were sitting there, and obviously I've just been going through the social media pages, and it's funny because I've actually been off my pages since Chicago.
Okay.
And I'll go back to then. I made myself look like a dumbass at Chicago. Myself with Bowman, right? And I knew it. And I got back to the hotel room because we were about to head back to the plane. She had beat me back, and she was pretty pissed off at me, and you could see it. And I was like, "You good?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm just devastated." I was like, "Hey, yeah, look, we'll go ahead and end it now. That was all me. It was dumb." She's like, "Yeah, it was really effing dumb," And it was like I needed that.
Yeah.
And so was taking a break from social media. And then last night you get on and you see the playoff picture, and there's no more +3 or +4 to the 23. It's times one with the win sticker.
That's all that matters.
And we're P9 in the points. And I was like, that's an awesome sight. And she looks at me and just smiles. And so, she's been there. After Chicago, she says, you just gave up 20-something points. Now you're going to be stressed for the next 7 weeks because you're back in the same spot. You just put yourself back in the same spot that you desperately didn't want to be in. And, she shot it to me straight. And so, she's there with me through it all, the good and the bad. And so when she said we did it Sunday, it was like, you damn right we did.
You damn right we did.
Yeah.
As well as Crew Chief Charles. But before we shift gear and do a bit of a race recap, everybody can say that they don't read the comments or they don't hear the little chirps from the peanut gallery.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
You do. Though.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Because inherently, you want to be like, you want everybody's perception to be positive.
Yep.
And unfortunately for you, earned or not, like most of the time not earned. If they knew you, they would have a different opinion of you. There are a lot of people that I'm sure you hear of, and you see it on social media, right?
Yeah.
And you get out, right? I kind of like, I love it. I love the cockiness of like, y'all are up there.
Yeah,
I'm here and I did it.
Exactly.
I still don't recommend opening Twitter.
No.
Even on your peaks, because people don't get on social media anymore to give you a compliment.
No, they just straight bash.
Or to discredit or do everything else. So how do you balance though of like, because you want to inherently, you do all this for, we have done all this for ourselves, our family, to set ourselves up financially, but also because when we were here, when we were 12 years old, running scooters and running go-karts out behind the shop, like we had no idea what we were getting into.
Absolutely
now you're Brickyard 400 champion.
Yeah. So you just go through the ups and downs of it all, and like social media is the worst. And I think I may have said this every time I get on any podcast or whatever. It's the absolute worst. But if you do it right, it could be the absolute best.
It's a tool.
It is a tool.
And it could either be could be a hammer to smash your thumb, or it could be a hammer to do some progress.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's actually fun to get on there and just to see where the goalpost is moving, just to see.
It not only for you, but for anybody that's doing anything positive in their life. The goalpost never stays stationary.
That's like after Shane won
Sonoma.
That was his last one, right? I wanted to get back on there and just be like, well, Shane, welcome to, I can't really say like American sports, but just sports in general. Man, you have no haters, but you've won 3 of these things now.
You're going to earn some.
You're going to earn some just for simply winning.
Yeah.
Welcome to sports.
They're insatiable. Yeah. They being like the Twitter mob, right?
Yeah,
They're, and I don't want to go down this path whatsoever because we're going to get really gnarly. People love me on Twitter too, as you probably guys have known as well. Like, that's the hard part, because we do all this with like being transparent, and yet people take that the wrong way.
For sure. What just to close the deal on that?
Yeah.
Years ago I was like, man, like screw you, like no, you're trying to stick up for yourself and whatnot. But then it's every person that talks crap on social media. Sorry, I just ripped my headpiece off. This is their profile picture.
Yeah.
A f***ing hot dog candle.
Or a cat.
A cat, a leaf, or something stupid.
I had to do
They don't even have the balls to show their face, so it's like,
didn't even have the balls on the dog. So I love that candle, by the way.
That's a good candle. But
I got that in a Secret Santa party. I made a self-imposed rule. Maybe, and I'll offer this to all of our listeners.
Oh,
maybe you take it as well.
Okay.
If they have an anonymous picture or a name, I don't respond to them.
That's fair.
Because I'll see people get in arguments with like some anonymous person. I'm like, bro, this is not the way you want to go. They have nothing to lose.
No, nothing.
And it takes somebody with such a massive influence, such as yourself, with a blue check mark and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and put you on the same level linear platform. In terms of just characters on the screen. So let's shift gears. Let's get off social media.
They're not worth the time.
Stinks and sucks.
Just cut out that whole segment.
No, because it's important for people to hear, because inherently you're the one putting the work in, and you put the work in this weekend, buddy. You are Brickyard 400 champion.
Thanks,
but
sir.
Let's talk about all the steps it took before you kiss the brakes.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a long day. Hot as hell. I was up there as well. I was just spectating. I was hot.
Yeah.
Outside pole.
Yep.
Had a hot rod. Chase Briscoe, the kid from Mitchell, beat you right at the very end by a hundredth?
1300ths.
Okay.
Yep.
So you kept your track position all day. Give us through. We got when you take the lead, 10 to go in the final stage here. Sorry. Walk us through this. So this is this start like the middle of the sequence, starts the sequence, money stop. What is this?
This is
143 of this is the last stop. 18 to go.
18 to go. So yeah, so when we fired off stage 3, I think we were 8th to 5th to 8th, whatever.
And you guys was there a plan going into it? Did Charles really paint it for you? Like, hey, we are going to pay the fuel tax early.
Yep.
And we're going to give it up. So we just need to be in the front side of this heavy fuel game. That way, hopefully, we're high enough. That way, when we don't need to pay the tax and everybody else does, we can flip them.
Well, we had to wait on fuel for this final stop here. And so that gave up a couple spots. And so luckily, restarts kind of went in our favor. Thank God I didn't line up behind the 21 when he missed a shift, whatever. I don't know how you miss a shift.
I don't even know how you miss a shift. I looked at that, too. I was like, what?
I don't know. But so we got to 5th or 8th. I was behind Logano. And I think the 45 was behind me, maybe. And just not going anywhere. I was really struggling with dirty air and traffic all day. And, when the cycle started happening, I was thinking, like, all right, we got 50, 60 laps left. Like, this is going to be a long run. So I see Logano peel off. We come, I think, the next lap, or if not 2 laps later, and we just do 2 tires. And we get out. Pit crew was awesome, had a flawless stop. And you always judge yourself like
gauge.
I was here and I'm here. He pulled me a little bit, so like I automatically analyze like, damn, I didn't get in to pit road too good.
Exactly.
So whatever.
You know where you gave it up.
Yes. So I come out behind him, and then 3 to 4 laps later I see the 5 and the 11 come off pit road, and I'm like, oh, they were leading. Okay, so they must have taken 4. Whatever. So we've cycled ahead. And the 45 as well. And so Freddie comes over and he's like, all right, 22 should shake out to be the leader here. You'll be second. And I'm like, all right.
Love that.
Yeah. And then Charles comes over the radio. He's like, in the thick of it, you're driving your ass off. Hey, man, if we can get to 22, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right, let me just dial up some more speed right quick.
Right. Turn up some try hard real quick.
Yeah, and he had his problem off of 2 with the tire. And I took the lead there, and Freddie's like, all right, 20 to go. And you're like, oh.
I'm leading the Brickyard 400.
Holy
there's
crap.
no more pit stops.
Yeah,
left.
there's nothing. Like, this is it. I thought there was just a whole nother process to go through.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, okay, whoa, focus. You know? Those from 20 laps to go, or whatever, 18 laps to go, to
10 to go,
6 to go when the rain came out.
Yeah,
felt like 3 weeks. I'm like, come on, and I couldn't see the best. One of the best parts is at about 15 to go, maybe 12 to go. I don't know. Freddie comes over the radio and he's like, all right, the 12 has broken away from the pack. Pick up the pace. And so I'm like, okay. Blaney is notoriously known for having long run pace at the end of the races. So I'm like, all right, it's going to be between me and him if he gets there. But couldn't see anybody in my mirror, And so I was like, I got a big lead. He says, you got about a half straightaway. So I said, okay. Well, caution comes out, and I look up, and I'm like, well, damn, that's not a Ford, that's a Chevy. And I look at the pylon, I'm like, that's the 5. And I see the 12 and 22nd. And I'm like, oh, he must have blown a tire or something like his teammates. Freddie's dumbass. He was trying to say, what was it? There's 12 laps to go, and the 5 has broken away. Instead, he said the 12 has broken away. Pick up the pace.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right. So when I realized it was Larson, I'm like, okay. All right, you got it done. Yeah, he got it done last year. It doesn't matter if it was Larson, Blaney, Denny, whoever. You got to earn it.
Jesus Christ.
You got to go out and get it. Yeah.
Jesus.
And so I was like, okay, that changes a little bit, but just the thought process of when the red flag was out, like you're sitting there.
So you see raindrops on your windshield.
See it on the windshield. Go by it for the first time, just a couple specks. The second time was big drops, but not bad. And then it was like yellows out. I was like, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Maybe it was by the time we got back through there. So all good. I just knew I was just pissed at the 3.5 second lead that we had.
Yeah.
It was going to be really hard. He may have caught me, but dirty air. Who knows?
Catch him's one thing, pass him's another.
Exactly. And so red flag came out, and I told myself, do not let your guard down right now. Do not let your guard down mentally. I'm starting to cramp up. Left leg's going numb just from sitting there. I'm moving inside the car.
Sitting there radiating heat.
Yes. And I'm just like,
or
do
even
not let
thinking
your guard
about
down.
the trophy, thinking about what you're going to do
Bro,
with money.
I said it talking with Dale and those guys after the race. I am notorious for 30 laps to go or the start of stage 3.
Thinking about what you're going to say in the speech.
Who am I going to invite over to the party? Damn, do we have enough beer and alcohol?
Yeah.
And then it's like, miss the corner.
Run forward.
Yeah, I do it a lot. And so I'm like, you have like a corner where you think about that and it's like, all right, hit the bottom there. Make sure they get, hit the bottom, you know? And so, yeah. But on pit road, I was just like, you're going to do this. This is going to happen. If you get a good restart and there's equal push and you have a nose ahead, there's no chance.
Yeah.
Well, the first restart, he was nosed ahead.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I seen what you did on Saturday, big boy. I'm not going to do that to you, but to Larson. And
well, you just got to cover your left side. Your left rear.
Yeah. At that point, when you're not ahead, you quickly have to shift your focus to make sure you're not giving up. I was plenty clear. I smoked them on the first start. It ended actually bad for me.
So walk us through right here. So you're short.
So if you go back to the restart, Briscoe taught me this on the initial start. That's good right there. Coming right here, I'm in second.
Go to first.
Bow, first, gone. And so I got a gap. Well,
now did that surprise you?
No, it didn't. But the 21 was pushing the 5. Okay. I didn't have any help because I smoked Byron. So I was like, all right. Yeah. So I said, here, okay, I'm back even. Like, I'm going to drive it off in here to 2 to make you lift. And I seen him lift early, so I'm like, okay, don't overdrive it.
Right.
As soon as you see me lift, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, make sure I don't slide up.
Once you realize he's committed to falling behind you, you just want to miss the corner.
Yes. Because it was who's going to lift first.
That's right.
And so he did first, and I went second, and all was good.
So re-rack it here.
Yeah, re-rack it.
This is the end of your teammate's day.
Yeah. Well, so I looked up on the pylon, and I'm like, who wrecked? And I just see this car, and I'm like, oh my God, you're kidding me. My teammate just screwed me over. Because now we're on field watch.
Charles, did you watch the replay, though, the 20 right rear? He didn't right rear hook him. He just misjudged it by a country mile. Did you watch it?
He misjudged it. That happened to right rear hook him.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, like,
how do you miss it that bad?
Big miss. But, before we went green on the first one, Charles was like, we're good enough for one green, white checker.
Okay.
And it's like, caution's out, re-rack them. And Charles comes over the radio and he says, all right, at a minimum, we need to get to pit road open. And it's like, okay. A split second after he said that, Freddie's like, pit road's open. So I'm like, we're really about to pit? And he's like,
not.
Stay out. And I'm like, damn right.
So I'm up in one of the suites watching, and the Indy broadcast team came to your pit box and interviewed Charles.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
I did not.
And they're Charles tonight, rookie crew chief from Bubba Wallace, tight on fuel. How you feeling coming to the second overtime? And in typical Charles fashion, excellent. One word, excellent. Okay, back to you. We'll see how they do.
I need to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it wasn't on TV. It was on the PA.
Oh, I got
PA.
you. I got you.
I don't think anybody besides if you were there would have heard it. And I'm my man. Never a doubt. All right, rack it up.
So here we come off of 4 and Larson's just chilling in first. So I'm like, all right, he's ready for the games. So I waited until in the restart zone, downshifted to first. We had a drag race, and so I was nose
Did
ahead.
you have a plan on if you were going to go early or late? Had you been going early?
I went early the first time, so I was like, I can't do that again. So when I shifted to first, he gassed up. Had to brake, and then I went. And I went through, like, you quickly, as a race car driver, you quickly feel like where each 4 tires are at that moment. And I went the start of 1, and I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, wide open. I'm
you
like,
had the
it's
grip.
there.
Yep.
It's there. Hauled ass through 2, and had a big enough lead to where the spotters are at such a weird angle. So like right now we're coming straight at them, you know. And so Freddie's like 5 back with a run, and I'm looking, and I'm like, he's not getting any closer. We're good. Yeah. So I go through 2. He's like 5 back, small run, and then my spotter on the other side is like, yep, 4. 3, and I'm like, he's not moving. He's nowhere close. So like I knew by halfway down the back when he wasn't close enough, I was like, all right, this is quickly a fuel thing. So I came off a 4 here, and I'm like, yes. Just get to the end of pit road here, and I'll be fine. Yeah,
and then I'll block him to try to wreck both of us.
It's going to be the Ricky and Carl at Iowa thing.
Yeah,
if that happened. But yeah.
First time seeing that back.
No, I've watched it. Oh, yeah, that was cool. I want to get footage of the crew celebrate. Yeah, like that's really cool. And there was a lot of first time. Obviously, Charles, my interior guy, he's been in the sport for 8 years.
What's your videographer's name?
Dontre.
My man was fired up.
Oh, he was. He's from Indy. He's from there. He was pumped. Yeah, there's a lot of first timers on the team, and even when they came to the house, a lot of first timers there. So I thought that was really special.
Yeah,
yeah, it was cool.
I love that, buddy.
Thanks.
How much you talk about the playoff picture, and now you're locked in, right? Because that's just the narrative you hear every week. Well, there's media asking you questions. Oh, are you worried about it? Yeah.
Absolutely, it's there.
You know, that's your job.
You have to race like I was. I don't know if you watched me. Like when I knew I got a bad run off the corners, I immediately went to the grass all day Sunday. Yeah. The only way you're passing me is on the top, and I am not going to let you have it on the top.
No.
The only one where it was a big run, it was the 22. I got hung up beside a lap car, and he just split the middle. But I was going to the grass. It wasn't like I'm going to late block you. I said, I'm not playing any games.
Yeah, you can have all that.
You can have all of this. Like, if you go through the grass, good for you. But no, not happening.
So what's that now do, you as a race car driver, but also the 23 car as a team, approaching these last 5? Is there 5 or 4?
I think it's 4, right? Iowa, Watkins Glen, Richmond, Daytona?
Yep.
Yeah.
So 4 left. Do you approach Daytona a bit differently now? Do you approach potentially
100%, bro? Like I've never been in this situation to walk about the cabin freely, you know? And it's like, man, like it gives you an opportunity to do things different. I wish this happened 20 races ago. Yeah. I'm not going to be greedy. Yeah. But yeah, it is different. Like,
would that hypothetically make your bad days sting a little bit less too?
I would hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Like we're 9th seed right now. When I was in the playoffs, I was the 16th seed. Yeah. I was the last car, no playoff points, and still ended up 5th at the end of 10th at the end of the year. You know, so like we had the pace, but you know, last year missing the playoffs, that sucked. But I feel like we can make a really decent deep run if we put it all together, and I don't have to go into the playoffs with stress. I would end Daytona the year we made it. We made it. Oh, I got to go survive for the next 3 weeks.
Now take the intensity and ramp it to 100.
As to where now the intensity is at 0, and then I have 4 weeks to enjoy vacation.
Yeah,
and have fun
at the racetrack. Yeah,
that's cool.
Hell yeah, it's cool. It's earned.
Yeah, for sure.
That right is earned for sure.
No doubt.
To go get stage points, to get playoff points, to do all things. It sets you up, hopefully, seed you a bit better.
Yeah. I might just clutch it first lap and go home early. I'm in.
Where's Bubba? I'm down A1A going to the beach. Where else you want to go with this? But I can sit here and talk to you all day.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's been the best thing, aside from winning Indy, the Brickyard 400, locking myself into the playoffs. Man, I've never experienced it before.
Is it worth talking about playoffs right now? It seems to be a spicy topic.
I don't give a damn. If this people ask like, where do you want to race at? Like, where should NASCAR go? I said NASCAR, when they build a schedule, I am obligated to show up wherever it is.
That's right.
And figure it out. I don't have an opinion big enough to make a difference or make a damn, right?
Yeah.
If this is the format for the next 50 years and I have a contract for 50 years, I'm going to do the best at adapting to whatever the circumstances are and trying to be the best at that. I don't care. 1 race, 3 races, 10 races, don't care.
Dude, I am 1,000% with you.
That's the cards you're dealt. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's a spicy topic right now. Nobody asked me my opinion, but I'm going to give it to you. If I were to tweak anything with the playoff schedule, I 1,000,000% think that we need playoffs because inherently no matter if you like it or not, the networks pay the bills. For the race teams, inherently pay the drivers, inherently pay the mechanics, and everybody down. It's a top-down approach in terms of financial model. If that's what they want, that's what they get.
Yep.
Also, what pays the bills is storylines, fabricated or natural.
Yep.
Playoffs create storylines. When is anybody going to care during a full season point schedule about the 12th guy in points? Never.
Yep, never.
Just nobody's going to talk about it.
Yep.
So that gives you 10 weeks of storylines to talk about.
Yep.
I wish that there was like a 3, maybe a 4 race like series for the 4 championship contenders.
Yeah.
That's my only tweak.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 races, 1 intermediate, 1 short track, quote unquote, if Phoenix is in there, fine, and a road course. And like the best 4 guys, winner take all after 3 races. That's my tweak.
Yeah.
And you might not agree with that's fine. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I think it to that, like, yes, it's a bummer when you're down to 1 race and you go to Phoenix and brakes blow out.
Yeah.
It's like, well, damn.
Right.
I get that.
Or
But
somebody else blows a tire, brings up the yellow if you're leading a race, hypothetically, right? It introduces an element of chance for a champion.
Right. And so, man, I think we could get into all that stuff. We don't have the time in the day for it, but if it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how I look at it.
But all you can control is the effort and the preparation.
All you can control is what you can control, and that's it.
Stacking pennies.
That's it. Just clink, clink.
What do you think about Bex being a race car driver one day?
Nope. I woke him up from sleeping. Said, "Watch Happy Gilmore. Fall in love
Right
with
now.
it. This is it." No, I think it'll be cool. Like we said earlier, he doesn't know what's going on, but we have all of the keepsakes and the photos to talk about. Hey, this was you.
Yeah.
And if you're here one day, like, replicate it with your kids.
You know the best part about that, though, is when he's old enough to, like, say 15, 20, 30 with his own kids.
Yeah.
He's not going to care about that. It'll be
He's
cool.
not. Yeah.
He's going to care if you spent time with him.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's
he loves
what
you
it's
for
all
you.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, my old man's got all the trophies in the world. You can go
Yeah.
win in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't make make a difference to me.
No.
Was anybody – I mean, Brickyard 400s, obviously a crown jewel race.
Yeah.
Was there anybody that texts you that normally doesn't? Or, like, what was the conversation with MJ like?
The
talked to him in
conversation,
Victory Lane?
Yeah. He called me in Victory Lane. That was cool. He was pumped, just super proud, happy.
Where is he
for
at
us.
right now? Just kicked up somewhere in Ibiza or
Somewhere.
God knows where.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, we were talking yesterday about watches. We're big watch guys. I got like 1 watch compared to his 1,000, but that's okay.
I just bought one the other day, a Breitling.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice. That was
What are you
my
wearing right
first
now?
one. I got a
Rollie?
Rolex. I got the Sprite on right now. And it's funny. You know the superstition about green?
Yeah.
You know, at the racetrack?
Yeah.
Well, I brought this one, and we have green on our car. The Chumba Casino car is green, has a little bit of green on it. And so I decided to wear this one.
Sunday.
Yeah. Defied all that BS. One with the green rollie on. So, yeah. Little slight flex.
Love
But no, he was super proud. I think it was cool is Willpower text me.
Yep.
I
Came in a couple weeks ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
I've never had his number, so I think he went through McLaughlin to get his number. And then Simon Pagenaud, he came to the shootout last week with his kid and had a blast and was loving it, just being a spectator. And so getting a text from him, super nice guy, really awesome. I got a text from him. So I got a text from the IndyCar guys, which I thought was pretty special. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it about you guys and the summer shootout? They're just pumping out some champions right now. SVG, he runs on Tuesday night, gets spun out by a 12-year-old, then goes and mops the floor with you guys.
Smokes us.
You turn around, you're knocking some 11-year-old kid out of the way. Dad wanted to fight. You turn around and win the Brickyard 400. What's a Legends card teaching you guys?
Well, hell, you've been there. As long as they got the front bumpers on there, the kids are going to use them.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've tried to do my best this year of not using mine and just kind of being a part of it all and trying to learn and
does it
help
bring
the
back
kids.
some of like the reason why you started doing and bring us some of that
100%.
love back?
Yeah. Like, man, it's way less hectic than when we used to do it. It's a lot more laid back, but
because you don't have your old man just cussing at you.
Yeah. What are you doing? You suck. Yeah, it's just for fun, and then seeing how quickly Scotty and SVG adapted to it. was really cool. Like, you couldn't wipe the smile off their faces after the first couple weeks. Well, then after about week 3 or 4, they started to figure it out, and they're like, damn, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
They were getting frustrated.
Well,
and pissed off.
because they kept buying the Red Lobster every time you. What was the bet or something? Like whoever qualified the
whoever
worst
wins, whoever qualifies the worst
out of you three,
out of us 3, has to go buy dinner. And so,
who's bought the most amount of times? Think.
I think it's me. To be honest with you,
Really?
I think I'm at 3 now. It's like 3, 2, and 2.
Where do y'all go? Like Viva? Or?
I go to McDonald's, dog. Hey, I got the gift card.
With this gold
I got
card
the gift
out.
card for me. Make them pay. Yeah. So no, it's fun. It's fun having those little side gigs in there and just enjoying it and having the kids come up and talk and be fans. It's been a lot of
If
fun.
you had one, and I'll let you go with this. I know you got to roll to a competition meeting. If you had to sitting here with 32, how old are you?
I'll be 32 in a month.
32
2
in a
months.
month.
Sorry.
If you had to tell, because you were what, probably 13, 14, running a Legends car?
No, I was 11.
Okay.
11. Yeah. 12.
If you had to rewind, right, because like life's a big circle, flat circle.
Mm-hmm.
Here you are, 32 years old, 31 years old, running the same thing you ran when you were 12 years old.
It's crazy.
If you had one thing to say to that 12-year-old kid, what do you say?
This is what Hemrick told me. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Like, you remember the first time you got in a legend car or a late model, you drove the absolute hardest. You went in there and doored the guy out of the way. And
Oh, yeah. I drove like I knew Rick Hendrick was sitting in his suite ready to sign me up.
yeah, like we all did. And,
Yeah.
like, you were pissed that you got moved out of the way and you retaliated. And now it's just like, it's okay. It's fine.
Whether it's the smallest stage or the grandest stage.
Yeah.
In other words, too, it's never as bad as it seems, and it's never as good as it seems.
That's right.
Because you've been on the lowest of lows and the highest of highs.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Brickyard 400 winner.
Thank
Bubba
you,
Wallace.
guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
I want to take a moment to talk to you about something really important to me. It's Air Medcare Network. When an emergency strikes, their air ambulance teams are trained to provide critical care and rapid transport to the nearest hospital. These are the pros I absolutely trust. And since I'm a member, my whole family's covered too. Here's the best part. AMCN members who need a medical emergency flight don't pay a dime out of pocket as long as the flight is with an AMCN provider. That means you're covered in emergency, and that's financial peace of mind that no one should be without. You can join AMCN memberships for just pennies a day. And right now you can get 20% off when you use the coupon code SPEED. That's SPEED. Join me and over 3 million AMCN members today at airmedcarenetwork.com. And remember, use the coupon code SPEED.
Grab you a Cat's Coffee. I'm sitting here holding a vanilla bean all naturally roasted in the state of Texas. Available for shipping in all 50 states. So if you want a cold brew that tastes unlike any other, it is absolutely delicious. Go to catscoffee.com. That's K-A-T-Z coffee.com. Proud supporters of the Kickball Classic. Avi and the group down at Cats make a delicious product. All right, friends, we're back. I traded one friend out for another. Ryan Flores joins us back in the studio. What's up, buddy?
I got something
What you got?
before we get too far because Danny's sick of looking at this bag. So you were supposed to come meet us at 38 Truck 10:30 this
I
week,
was,
but you
and then I
got
got
in a
sidetracked.
meeting. So Corey Nowhere Fast.
Shout out.
He's a great follow. It's Corey.nowherefast. He's a NASCAR photographer,
Yep.
Canadian.
Yep.
His brother and his
Great
brother's
name,
wife.
too, by the way.
Absolutely. So Chris and Kayla, they saw the podcast that we did with Cletus.
Okay.
And they heard us talking to him about what we were. Do you remember what we were trying to work in the deal if you won the
Yeah,
race?
some wood carving thing.
So he was like, I've seen. He said, heard us talking about it, went to YouTube, saw it. He goes, I know where they make them.
No way.
So he watched it on YouTube, then he recognized the artwork, and he's like, they're from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
So he's like, I know I know they're close. I've seen those before. So he found the guy
What?
and gave us our own authentic piece.
That is,
Here we go for the studio.
dude, that is
So
the most
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes,
Are
and
you
look, it's even
kidding
got the stats on the back.
me? Bro.
So Cletus, eat
This-
your heart out, dude.
this-
We got the plug.
This brings a tear to my eye.
It's got the greatest of all time.
Kim
the Flying
Murray.
Aces on there.
This is so sick, dude.
Yeah.
Even the contingency stickers are cut into the wood.
Show the back. The back is the most impressive part. Like Canada really goes all out about the artist on the back, talks about all the stats. So that is going to be a great addition to the Nonsense Garage
Right
here.
here.
Shout out.
Kim Murray, architectural wood relief artist born in Toronto, now living in Milton, Ontario.
Yeah. So penny stackers of the century.
Oh my
Chris and
God,
Taylor,
are
thanks
you
for
kidding me, dude?
adding this. This is our most prized piece. Now, second is to put starters on sprint cars.
We've got a couple. I got to give Jose a shout out for that pepper, the copper pepper as well. He had a lot of time and love put into that painting.
Love it.
Yeah, dude, like the freaking radio antenna is carved into.
It's
this
real.
wood.
It's real deal. No.
God, like this,
corners cut.
and this also isn't like a CNC router. This is somebody with their time carving each detail into Dale's mustache. Fire me up, dude.
Can't beat it.
Where are we gonna put it?
We'll find a good spot for it. We don't have to find one right now. We can set her close and near and dear to us.
Dude, that is so sick. So hey, thanks, Corey. Dang it! Now I feel like a
Corey, his brother,
Now-
Chris and Kayla are the one. He kind of set it all up where we meet, but those were the two
now
that,
I feel like
that heard it.
I didn't spend time with it, but I'm actually glad you gave that to me live reaction on the show.
That's what I said. I said we can make this a live reaction. So
Everything else now for the rest of the show is letdown. Honestly, this is pretty freaking cool.
Amen. So let's go on boats and woes. Speaking of letdowns.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of letdowns, let's talk about the letdowns. You had Twin 25s this week. You runner up in the first one.
No, I got wrecked.
That was
in the
last
first
week.
one.
Okay.
Last week finished second. This week it was just one of those races where like even from the get go it was just gonna be. It was like kind of a little bit of a show. Got my hand jammed in the wheel like first lap of the race, and then this Burt Myers and 10 card wrecked each other. I don't know. And the guy in the 10 was like, "I'm coming to wreck Burt
Change
Myers."
my tires.
And instead of crashing him, he just pulled up in front of him and stopped on the racetrack, and Burt just kept pushing him and kind of pushed him in front of the whole field. So they were both clowning around and wrecked the whole field. And I followed Bobby Meismer, who we've known a long time, just thinking he was going to miss it because they kind of go out of frame, and he drove right into it. And I was like, had nowhere to go and stuffed it under him, and then everybody stuffed it under me, and the whole field wrecked. So fun meter, Bowman Gray, pegged. We'll try again next year. Thanks, but no thanks.
Well, you go for the fight and race breaks out up there.
Not me. See, I'm like, that's where a lot of people wanted me to be like more mad, go out in the second race, wreck those guys. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not changing the way that I race or the person I am for this. Like, I'm going to come here and do it the right way. And if we can't race the right way, I'll just go find somewhere else to race. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's not my job. But it was fun while it lasted. We had some good runs, runner-up finish, couple top fives. But we're going to pack her in for the year because we can only do 2 more. We got Richmond night race, which, hey, is a big quarter midget race at Richmond. I signed my kid up for because I saw you were running the truck race.
I'm running the truck race. I'm also on standby baby watch for Bradley Keselowski.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring the kids. We're going to race Harper's in the parking lot. There
Love
they
that.
have. And
what day? Friday?
it starts Thursday. Her first day of school is Thursday, so we're going to miss practice.
Yeah.
And she runs Friday, Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have the bus there. I'll be hanging out after the truck race.
Awesome. On to Indy. It was a hot one.
While we're on quarter midgets, we went to quarter midget.
We went quarter midget
That was
racing.
my first time up there to Salisbury. That track's really neat.
It's really neat. There's a lot of. It's been great. Harper led almost the whole race.
I know she got spun out.
She got spun out.
Twice.
She's really into it. She likes it, and it's man, the rookie class is fun because you can kind of show up. You don't have to like scale your car every week, and it's kind of more just like get this thing rolling fast. When it gets the older kids, dude, there's guys out there with 4 or 5 cars, all these classes.
And they start hauling ass too.
They are.
But I've been thinking about this long and hard because my little guys are of the Levi's got what it takes to do it. He's got the spatial awareness. He knows what the gas and brake is, all the things. But I don't know if, and I have a unique scenario of how I learned to race, right? My dad had a paved go-kart track behind the shop, behind here. And I raced against Tim Fedua and him and all these, like, it's funny enough, like the people that were our age, they were our age 30 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
It'd be like Levi racing against us.
It'd be like Levi racing against us. And I spent like I'm watching all this, and ultimately you get better by racing against better competition. So I left there being on the fence about whether I'm going to spend the money to pave a go-kart track. I left there being 100% certain
Absolutely.
that I'm going to pave a track. Because, like, Harper's going to learn more racing against you and I and whoever else than against another 7-year-old that's going to spin around and not know what they're doing.
A lot of people ask me, why do you get your kid in racing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? And the answer is not to be like, I don't want her to be the next Danica Patrick or Jeff Gordon or something like that, right?
Yep.
What's cool, what's
time
different
spent.
about racing is, yes, I love softball. I love when she goes to softball. But I sit behind the fence and I watch, and then we go back to the house and we play, but she's on a team with a coach. Same thing with basketball. Same thing. Even if I coach, right? It's only so much you can do. There's a bunch of other little kids that you have to work with, so you can't show favoritism. Gymnastics, she's by herself. When we go to the racetrack, our family is not only our family, they also become our team, right? Like Crew's helping me pull the car around. Carissa's there getting stuff for the trailer. We're working together as a team to get, like, we are our team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm her handler, they call it, and she's driving, and it's like, it just, you inherently work together as a family towards a common goal. So it's just another thing to do that we all do together. And your family doesn't just become your family, it becomes your team, which you grow a deeper bond. So that's why we're doing it. And, we're having some fun. It's what we do anyway. So you just share that with them.
Yeah, I've been get real deep philosophical. I've been thinking a lot about opportunity cost versus investment right now, right? Like, for example, $50,000 to do a go-kart track out behind the shop. That could be $500,000 in opportunity cost if I put it in an investment bucket, but you don't see it. You can't drive laps on it. What's the difference of building a community of dads teaching their kids how to race in the back, right? That's as much of an investment it is financial. That's where I'm at right now.
You look at the stuff that we learned with when we had the go-kart track back there at the Field for Fairgrounds. We learned how to do a lot of different things.
And learn how to work on our stuff, obviously. Promote,
build relationships.
Deal with head dads.
Yeah, just all kinds of stuff. The racing teaches you so much.
Yeah.
I've heard Logano speak about that at length because someone asked him about where he went to college. He's like, well, same thing for me, right? Went to college in the Cup Garage.
Yeah.
But we've learned how to do everything. Because you have to be a racer, you have to learn how to do everything.
Well, no different than learning how to race with other guys that are better than you. You ultimately keep up or you figure it out. You are surrounded by, in Joey's case, and in all of our cases, around professionals, professional marketing guys, professional crew chiefs, professional engineers, drivers. So you inherently learn from the best of the best, and that just ultimately boils down to you are the typical saying, right? If you're a band of 6 buddies and 5 of them smoke, you're ultimately going to smoke, right? But if,
hang out with the dogs, you get put in a dog pound.
If 5 of your buddies are going to be smart and driven and professional and good dads and all the things, you're inherently that's going to rub off on you because that's just who you're surrounded by.
That's it. Your network is your net worth, they say.
That is.
So it's been
That's
fun.
pretty deep, buddy.
Let's go.
Let's talk about some woes instead.
Let's talk. Yeah, let's break this cycle and go to pit road here at Indianapolis. The first one, Ryan Preece, slow stop while leading. So Indy is a place where pit stops, you're kind of waiting on fuel until you have something like this happen. So they get off the right side pretty cleanly. They come to the left, and just Jack doesn't get quite high enough. He has to let it down.
Oh man, that is
it.
real slow stop.
So
rebounded though for a P4. Shout out Ryan Preece. Lightning.
Yeah, great finish. These are the races. Indy, for everybody's kind of got a different setup in their car. For the 30, I can only speak for the 38 because I know that our right side, like, shocks were slow, left front wheel opening was tight, left front jack post was really tight to the ground. So, like, my message to my team was like, hey, we're not going to be able to do fast pit stops today, right? And most of the load's going to be on our gas man. Stay out of the news, right? Don't have any highlights, good or bad, today.
Mm-hmm.
Just we came, pitted the car, and left. It went out within 2 spots of where it came in. That's how Indy is. So it sucks that for on a stop like that, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the jack post was low, if you just didn't get under there far enough, if there was a jack malfunction. It sucks to make the highlight reel during a full fuel stop where speed is not an issue.
Yep.
Next one.
The biggest woe of the day, Eric Jones right front wheel falling off.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. I just saw the wheel fall off.
Dude, he hit the wall a
Let's see what
ton.
happens here. Yeah, right front off, right front on. And then something makes
He
him
didn't
go
like
back.
it.
No good. Like if you have to go back
Oh, man.
And they were still looking at each other like, we good to go? Ship it? No? Yep. Okay, we'll go.
It's just critical thinking, and that just, man, if you don't think it's good, man, you
Watch
can't
this.
send it.
Oh, dude.
It's
that
2
hurts.
weeks off, too. You got, your 2 weeks off, and
9 times out of 10, he's talking about it. 9 times out of
Rosie
10,
is a great guy. Rosie and Kellen, both awesome guys. I hate that happened, and I'm just trying to figure out. It sounded like Rosie was trying to tell Kellen, like, yeah, it wouldn't run up. Because on that, I'll speak as a changer, getting the right front tire, getting any wheels tight, is as much on the tire changer as it is on the guy putting the tire on. And if it doesn't pin well or seat well, it will run up slow. It won't quite get there. And in that case, for me, if I'm going to stop like he did and tighten it,
Yeah.
we're going to jack the car back up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tighten it. Because if you tighten it on the ground, a lot of times you just can't get it there.
Yep.
So we've already lost the time, right? We've already been slow. Let's not take ourselves out of the race as well. So that'll be something that they watch in film.
Since
and,
the tire didn't come off, is it actually?
I think the wheel
suspension?
came off.
The wheel broke.
The
I
wheel
think
broke.
It
and
broke,
came
but
off.
it stayed attached to the car. It looked like.
I thought I saw the rim come off. I don't know.
Okay.
It'd be
I
interesting to
think
see
so,
how
too.
NASCAR rules
Okay.
that. Higgy with the clip before this, no penalties, he said, on pit road this weekend.
Not a one.
Not one. He feels like there should have been one, but we'll get to that in a second. Blaney wins the stage and then runs out of gas. That sucks because he would have been in really good shape.
Yeah.
See what he says. So it's tough. You come, if he makes it back around, probably wins the race, right? He's ahead of everybody. He's on the strategy. But damn it.
Wasn't in the cards for him.
Yeah, you can only do so much. But hey, but that's what's good about Indy. Indy's a place where if you're not going to win in strategy, you try to get your points on the front end.
Yeah.
Because like now he's got another playoff point. He got 10 points from there, so I think he was able to rally back to a decent finish.
We saw some right rear tire issues.
This is just starting a little too low in air, right?
That's all it is. It's a combination of you're on your stop. There's a decent sized window that the crew chiefs can work in with the combination of camber, air pressure, and stop load. And if you can continue to squeeze right rear air out of it and the diffuser's going to get lower, the car's going to drive better, it's going to have more grip, it's going to do all the things you wanted to do. Problem is you damage the sidewall. So I really don't have any sympathy for guys that say, oh, man, we have bad luck. No. You were in the danger zone. You knew what the benefits were, and you thought it was worth it, so you went down there and got a little bit too much, and it cost you a day.
Yeah, so then Higgy, this is the thing Higgy had a question on. I watched this happen. You might be able to see me here. Go ahead and run the tape. I'm standing right there on the wall.
Dude,
just
and
had a
I'm
clip.
sitting here, like I was actually at the end of pit road with a couple of buddies, so I brought the race this weekend. I'm sweating my butt off, and I'm in shorts and a T-shirt. These, their heart rates had to be pegged, bro.
Well, I think they were unsure, too, on how many stalls you can push. It was 3. Now I think it's 5. I'm not sure what it's 3 pit stalls you're allowed to push your car through.
Key up the audio.
Push it! Well, now
What
they
was
go.
it? What
So
was it,
you
Joey?
can see Jake here.
No,
Jake
he
saying,
didn't say this, but remember what was it, Joey?
Hook it up! Hook it up! I can't drive it. So Jake was saying, hey, we're going to go to the garage here, and then it fires up. So it was a unique,
Yeah.
like Higgy was asking why there wasn't a penalty there. I think it was a unique situation where they pushed him, it didn't start, they left, then they went back like, okay, we're going to go to the garage, and as they were pushing the garage, it fired up, and they went on. So it ruined his race. He was in front of Bubba,
Yep.
right? So he sat behind me on the plane. He's like, damn it, we had that thing licked.
Mm-hmm.
But, like you said, sometimes you squeeze the juice a little bit too much.
Yep, that's right.
The juice come right out of it.
And none
The
left.
air, all the nitrogen,
All the pulp.
was the juice.
All the pulp
Dude.
right out of that orange.
Austin Hill.
Biggest woe of the weekend.
What are we doing?
Well, the show, right? The act that was put on to make it look like, or to make but nobody believed it. But to make himself, I guess, feel like it wasn't intentional, you gotta commend the effort. Like instantly after he right rear hooks Eric Almirola into, also that's a whole nother conversation, into a safer barrier-less wall.
Wait, it didn't have a safer barrier?
No.
What?
Yeah, the fact that there's still exposed wall, I can understand down the straightaways. Indy, there's no safer barriers, but the fact that it's not down the short chute at least is concerning. Watch right here. Missed it by about 15 feet.
There's not a safer barrier?
No. And Eric's already broke his back, right, a decade ago or so. He said that was the hardest hit.
I couldn't hang on to it. I was not trying to right rear him. He
Yeah,
had
right.
me out of control, and I jerked back to the left to keep it off the wall.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure what the hell he thought. Just running me over in 3, though.
Let's take a look at it right here.
Austin Hill's the classic. I can do it to you. You can't do it to me.
Well, it's the second time he chopped him based off of Eric Almirola's interview. I think that's fair.
That's not.
That is not fair.
See that a little bit differently. I
Okay, so the safer barrier started right after that.
for sure again, because it looks to me like
Now, hey, hell of a save. Let's call it what it is.
Save by the 21.
And then you throw all out the window when you just see red and hang a left.
Well, and then he triples, double dips, and he goes, "You NASCAR."
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
What? Only one man I've ever seen do that, and he's the winningest NASCAR driver of our generation, Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Right. So okay, man.
Well, I wonder
if you pull stuff like that, if you pull a bunch of stuff like that, and then double down and cuss NASCAR on the radio.
What do you think's going to happen to you?
You find yourself out of the sport in the next 3 years is what you end up doing.
Well, ultimately, if you stop paying for a ride, then you just stop driving.
Yeah,
anyways.
but man,
you can't do that stuff.
I don't know. Austin Hill's got a lot of great highlights, but it's this type of stuff that I think is holding him back from the big show.
Yeah.
And to me, the way that I see it, I haven't seen Austin Hill or talked to him in a decade, but it seems like a classic bully. I can do it to you. You can't do it to me. And then you do stuff like you get moved and you hook a left like that and wreck somebody. It's always him yelling at somebody on pit road that you're not gonna do that to me anymore, and this type of stuff. And then on the other side, he talks about being a leader. So he's got to pick one, and he's got to mature pretty quickly here if he wants to go to the big show. If not, he's gonna be a truck, a Bush driver the rest of his life.
Well, I've been seeing a lot. I mean, the buzzword, right, is consistency. The consistency on calls, the consistency on penalties. Every situation is unique. The intention is different. The outcome's different. And you also have to take into who are the people. Is he a first-time offender? Is he somebody that's been in the mix, making bad decisions before? And all of that stuff should factor into what the penalty is. I don't think penalties they should have a certain threshold of consistency, but the variables are going to be different. The racetrack and the speed the cars are going when retaliation's had is going to be different. And if there's any instance where NASCAR should lay the hammer down, if we took out the names, the 21 car versus the 19 car in this instance, 21 car did it intentionally. Needs to get the hammer laid down on
the fastest racetrack we go to.
I don't know what that looks like. It definitely looks like taking a vacation for a week, potentially another one, and get back in and keep moving.
Yeah, and I think right away Richard wanted to jump on and talk about the 2 car spinning the 10 at Coda. To your point, everything's unique, right? There's no outside wall there.
Yep.
There was no bigger collision that happened.
Slower.
If that is slapping somebody in the face.
Yeah.
This is throwing a haymaker from behind.
Yeah.
Right? At Indianapolis.
That's a blind spot.
It's hitting somebody with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
That is as bad as it gets. And then, you factor in the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, he sit there and he said, F you, NASCAR.
Yeah.
Right? What are we doing?
Yeah, that adds sprinkle on that Sunday for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah,
dude.
you definitely
all the fixins.
All the fixins.
Oh, yeah.
You get your own fixins this week. Yeah, that would take potentially a $50,000 fine and turn into a $100,000.
Amen,
fine.
dude. Amen.
Just for the don't do that. Why? You damn near killed Eric Almirola. What's the guy in the tower have to do with?
Amen.
And they covered it at length on the CW broadcast. What his is sitting here wrecked. Nose is ripped off of it. Stuffed it in the fence after. what's sitting him for 5 laps gonna like? That does nothing.
Just park. I'd have parked him.
Just park. The day's done anyways.
You're done.
But like, no, we're gonna park you. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have another conversation, and we're gonna really lay the hammer down on you. So
I would have done park him in the DVP area. Said, yeah, we'll let you go back out, and just let him sit there the rest of the race.
You ever heard of a Japanese inspection?
Yeah, yeah. That's the type of stuff we need to get back to doing. Of like,
yes,
like, hey, go sit in the DVP area. We'll come see you when we're
we're good and ready.
Yeah, put that thing on stands. Don't get out of the car.
Yep,
one of those type of situations. But hey, shout out Connor Zillich.
Dude, he's such a stud. Oh my god.
And those junior motorsports.
Hey, shout out Taylor Gray too, because did an excellent job. Took control on a restart twice. And if he keeps continuing to run as good as he is, he's definitely gonna.
Did you have the video of the 20 and 38 on backstretch? Speaking of right rear hooks,
that was a woe for sure.
That was a woe, man. Ryan Briganti. It's been fun to be part of this 38 car the last 10 weeks because it's really punching above its weight class.
I walked kind of shoulder to shoulder with him. He left the food tent. I'm like, hey man, keep it up. Y'all been hauling ass.
He said that. Corey said, we've been running good. We just got to finish them off. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's what it is. But he sent a stat in our group chat yesterday. He said, guys, we have been doing well and executing races. We have lost 50 spots in the last 3 weeks in the last 2 laps alone.
Yikes.
So we're running top 10 at Dover, get right hooked. Yep. Running top 10 at Indy, get right hooked, and at Sonoma we were running top 10, and Zane drove off the track. That one was a little bit more self-inflicted.
Where
Where at Sonoma?
Hmm.
But I really like the strength of this 38 team and how our groups keep them in the race, and it's really hard to run top 15 in the Cup Series without a key partner team.
There's 28 factory back teams,
and they're not a key partner team. I really feel like. It's like when I was really questioning the move when I got moved, and like it's taken the last 10 or 12 weeks to be like, man, I feel like I'm around a lot of great people on this team, a lot of guys that are punching above their weight class, and guys that are going to be great in the sport and already are great in the sport, like that make a big impact. This is the type of stuff that takes the wind out of your sails because all day, all this stuff you've been leading up. Like Ryan Briganti's like. I thought he was going to go fight somebody. I was like, boys, be ready for him to fight because he's a fiery individual.
Well, honestly, what happened to you guys was warranted for somebody to get punched in the face.
And that's what I want to say about Chris Bell. Like, he stopped by our pit box on the way back, and for the first time ever, a driver walked up to all of our pit crew guys and apologized. He walked up. He's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I was like, what happened? He's like, I just misjudged it. I was trying to pass him. I misjudged. I'm sorry. I was like, it does get tight back there, right? But I was like, he went, and then he climbed over the wall, went to all of our guys. Then Ryan, I guess, found him, and they walked back, and he went to our truck and apologized to all our road crew guys.
Oh, dang.
So, like, that takes balls.
Yeah, it does.
After you wreck somebody's stuff.
Yeah.
To go and stop and say, hey, man, I'm sorry. Because it's one thing to call the driver on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But to go face all the guys and do that's really one of the first times
when those guys are infuriated with you.
Oh,
because they're trying to load this thing with casters on it, try to get in the truck, getting covered in a hot anti-coolant.
Well, you go to Indy too. It's a place where you really take a lot of pride in your car. You think about it. You sacrifice time at home. You sacrifice like the road crew guys and pit crew guys. Man, they sacrifice a lot for this. It's not just the drivers, and a lot of the drivers don't see the forest through the trees. They only talk to the other drivers, and they're like, "Yeah. What do you have to do with it?"
Right.
But for him to come over, he's a racer, and I gained a lot of respect for Christopher Bell coming over and apologizing and eating that. That's hard to do. A lot of these guys, it's easy just to keep on walking by and act like you're better than everybody. So shout out to him for doing that. Bummer that he misjudged it. Ryan brought up a good point, and I said, Corey says this a lot. I guess he said to Chris, he said, I get you're sorry, but you wouldn't do that to the 5 or the 11 or the 12 or the 22. You do it to us. And he's like, yeah, I think that Chris even said, like, yeah, you're right. And I said, Corey talked about that at length. Where like
start racing in the top 10 more often. Like, it's a combination of a couple things. I think if you're having a good day, if a car that's generally used or high in points, or if you have to break in and run in that range consistently to get more breaks and to get more give than take, because inherently those guys aren't used to seeing your car up there or racing around you. They don't know your tendencies, but they also like, this guy shouldn't be in front of me, and I kind of get in trouble, and I got to get my ass gets a little warm if this guy finishes in front of me for a couple weeks. And then they start putting it on your door. They start chopping you off a little bit often. So that's what you're starting to see happen.
They'll use you up more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, look, we've all done it. If you've raced a legend car, if you raced a go-kart, you're like, wait, I'm faster than that guy. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, right.
Like, and there's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I'm bummed
Also,
for Zane, because Zane, dude, Zane is good. I really think Zane's going to have a long runway and can do a really good job. So it just keeps getting punched in the mouth. He should be like top 20 in points.
Yeah.
Came in there, the last couple of weeks. We've kind of held serve, maybe lost a spot or two, but should be climbing.
Well, if you add 50 points to it, in the last 3 weeks, that certainly gets you somewhere. What do we got?
It's a lot.
Hey everybody, Corey LaJoie here, and summer is in full swing, so let's shine a light on sun protection. Whether you're out at the track, out on a job, or just enjoying summer weather, daily sun exposure adds up. About 90% of non-melanoma skin cancers, such as basal cell carcinoma and cutaneous squamous cell carcinoma, are linked to ultraviolet, also known as UV, radiation from the sun. The good news, simple steps can make a big difference in protecting your skin. Wear long sleeves, a wide brim hat, and even some sunglasses. Use broad spectrum sunscreen with SPF 30 or higher and reapply every 2 hours. Our sponsor, Regeneron, is raising awareness of non-melanoma skin cancer with the Let's Get Real About Skin Cancer educational program and encouraging people to take control of their skin health. Visit letsgetrealaboutSkinCancer.com to learn more and take the pledge to see a dermatologist for an annual skin check.
We got some questions. Question of the week. How big of a win is this for Bubba in 2311? You already talked to him
We did.
about it,
Yeah,
but man, this is a huge win. His first crown jewel. And, there's a lot that Reddick hasn't won yet. It's 2311.
Not this year.
2311's first win of the year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on there, a lot of noise with lawsuits.
A lot
and
of
this
hair
and
on
that,
that
and the other
dog,
thing.
for sure.
It's really nice just to go race. Just to go race and win, right? And forget about that for a minute. And then also for Charles DeNike, right? This is his first time being called up to the major leagues.
Yep.
And you can tell that he's taken his hands and hey, I'm leading this team.
Yep.
I'm gonna do this. You can
Army
fire
guy.
me.
Yeah, he's an Army guy. He's very structured.
And he has been great. The pit crew's been great. This whole team has been firing all cylinders to go win a crown jewel. And look, he didn't luck into this. The strategy, they executed on pit road, and he beat the best driver in the world last 2 restarts.
Yep.
So we all know, but you and I know, we all know Bubba's a good race, a great race car driver. Just finishing him off and at the highest level, he's had challenges. So I was happy to see him win.
I'll tell you who else was happy to see win: the CFOs of the other 32 charter teams, because the difference of purse money gets split up.
Really?
32 ways.
Whoa.
Yeah, because that car got paid as an open car.
First time.
And I bet you that's
first winner.
First open car to win, technically.
Yep.
That is at least $500,000 difference that week.
Really?
Yeah, that car didn't make 6 figures this week.
Really? Well, good thing you're selling shoes, because you and I both have Jordans on.
I think they're going to be fine.
They're making money.
They're going to be fine
ways.
to pay the bills, but interesting that difference of purse is going to be split up 32 ways.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot to follow there. We're not
I know,
not well versed.
I know
not
just enough to
sound
sound like a dummy.
But we do know that Bubba won, and it was a big shot in the arm for that team, that crew chief, and everybody involved. We got some questions, Penny for Thoughts questions. First one, MK Chowning 2143. What is with the insane amount of bananas in the pits? The 3 crew had 2 full carts. Snacking on pit road is challenging. You want to get your fruits in, but you can't really bring out a lot of different fruits. They get messed up sitting there on pit road. A banana is a peelable object. Very easy to snack on, high potassium. That's why you see a lot of bananas.
I also heard Paul Swan, that's his favorite thing to eat.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's walking around eating bananas.
Yep.
Making eye contact with people, making people feel uncomfortable.
Hey, man, that guy has got a lot of energy, so maybe I need to eat a couple more bananas.
Yeah.
Kyle Nogel, 15, the man. What 5 drivers, past or present, would make the best rock and roll band, and what's the name? Man,
see, this guy gets it.
He gets it. They used to make like a Rockin' with NASCAR album back in the day.
That would be incredible. That was a country music album. They'd get Neil Bonnet, Dale Earnhardt, Kyle Petty all sing some. I think they were original songs actually.
So Kyle Petty's definitely on the list.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if y'all heard me after a couple Jack and Ginger Ales at Saeed's, y'all be pretty impressed.
Blaney.
Yeah.
Blaney and Bubba. Bubba's a drummer.
Yeah, Bubba could be the drummer.
You could be there.
I'd have a cowbell.
And then it's our show, so we get to put you on it.
Yeah.
And then the last one, who do we have for? I was just at Whiskey Myers this weekend. I saw the guy with the cowbell. He was crushing it. Who would you put?
So I have a story about this. So at Talladega, I don't know, a lifetime ago, maybe 5-6 years ago, they did the Boulevard Party. We do the float, do the whole thing. There was a Tim Duggar concert. Remember this? Well, it was Blaney. We're all naturally, Dale Jr. was there. Him and Tim Duggar are big buddies. So we come up, and there was 3 mics, and Tim Duggar's in the middle. It was Blaney and somebody else on one mic, and it was me and Dale Jr. sharing a mic singing Friends in Low Places. Like a duet.
I've seen Kyle Larson sing Friends in Low Places every time I've ever seen him at a karaoke bar.
That's his
like
go-to.
his thing.
That's his go-to. I'm going to take Dale Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't Marty Robbins.
He's a fun hangout.
Wasn't Marty Robbins a race
He was
car
an
driver?
he was an actual. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to have him in there.
Yeah, sure.
What's the
Marty
band
Robbins.
name? Field Fillers. No, what the hell's the band name?
Yeah, I think you got to really think long and hard. It just has to come to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if we make one up.
Slide
job.
Yeah,
sell some
maybe.
merch. All right, here we go.
Vegas Jeff 33. He says, "Give us a Bubba high school story." You and Bubba Wallace went to high school right down the road, Northwest Cabarrus.
Literally a mile down the road, Northwest Cabarrus.
You used to pick him up every morning.
Every morning. So my dad he lives 3/4 of a mile on one side of the school. Bubba's grew up about a mile on the other side of the school every day. He was a year younger than I was. Every day, back, drop him off, pick him up, drop him off, pick him up. And now, over 3 school years, that amount of distance gets, pretty big, right? And we were all broke, high school kids. He got me a card. It was right around my birthday, and he signs the card. Hey, happy birthday, buddy! Here's some gas money, and he put a $20 bill in it.
Let's go. That was a lot back then, though.
That might have been a lot for him. But yeah,
so not now. How about inflation on that? Hey, Bub.
Yeah, man. Interest rates, man, going up. I'm gonna need a couple more bucks for gas money. But no, Bubba's been a friend a long time. It's cool to see him win the biggest race of his career this weekend. He earned it. Him and Freddie Kraft, shout out to those guys.
I called Freddie yesterday. I said, Freddie, it's funny. You finally win your first crown jewel when you only have to spot half the racetrack. He's like, yeah, I know. It's bull. He was laughing. But yeah, that was good. Two brothers, I think it was Sean and Brandon from St. Louis. They stopped me this week. They were twins.
Yeah.
Big fans of the show. Been getting a lot of Stack and Penny shout outs on the weekends.
Yeah.
Got to talk to Rico Abreu for a while.
Yeah.
He was in our pit stall before the race. Said he wants to come on the show.
We'd love to have him. So when he's in town for the World Finals at Charlotte here, we will definitely have Rico in.
Send us some tweets. We have a meeting next week. Send us some tweets about who you want to see on the show. Give us some good ideas.
We've also got a whiteboard here in the studio of who we like to see on it. We've got thrown around names, Von Gittin, some guys that are outside the NASCAR sphere that you guys are used to hearing from. Let's throw out some new names. Maybe spice things up a little bit, introduce you to some new characters you might not know of. But
couple shout outs. First and foremost, thinking of Stuart Friesen. Big wreck last night in his dirt modified. So, man, sounds like it's gonna be a long recovery, but everything he's gonna be able to recover from it. So that's good. He's one of the last real cowboys, man.
He really is, dude. He's a warrior.
He's a racer. Ty Gibbs wins the in-season challenge. Man, I thought that didn't get enough press. Honestly, I thought that was kind of not played up well enough. But
it was a little flat.
I was happy for the 54. I hope they do it again. I hope we find a way to kind of get some more momentum behind it. But I was happy for the 54 boys. They need a shot in the arm. Ty Dillon did a good job. Just didn't quite have enough there. Ryan Priest 4th, Todd Gilliland 6th this weekend. Catherine Legg gets another top 20 finish. Pretty awesome for her.
Love to see it.
Connor
Love to get her
Zillage,
on. I'd love to get her on the show too.
Yeah. JRM gets their 100th
That was cool.
win. That's big to see the names on the list. I didn't realize Dale Jr. only won one race for them. Was that in the Wrangler car?
Yeah. That was RCR.
RCR.
Yeah.
Huh.
What else? So we were talking about that. I don't know, whatever, Pocono weekend. I flew back with Dale, and they were making a big deal about maybe 98 or 99 at that point in time. And he goes, "Yeah, we've already been we're like 104 if you count all Chance too. Like that was Dale. That was Junior Motorsports too.
Yeah.
With Martin Truex's
Martin Truex,
championships and stuff like that. He goes, that was my team. I just renamed it JRM.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, had the flag. He's such a humble dude, and he's just absolutely great for the
I
sport.
tuned into your part of where you had terrible Wi-Fi at around, what was it?
Yeah,
Inside the
after
race.
the race. Yeah.
But we say it before, and Steve Letarte hit the nail on the head. He doesn't need to do this.
Yeah.
He could take his millions of dollars and go live in Key West, but he loves the sport. Him and Kelly both, and they continue to
Reinvest.
You just look at the feeder system that they've had there, not only for drivers, right, for crew chiefs and for pit crew guys. That's what it's about, building the sport. So shout out to them. Shout out Lane Riggs truck race at IRP and Brent Cruz for the ARCA race at IRP. Yeah, man.
That's it. That's all we got today. Oh, yeah, Speedway Classic this week. They built a baseball field inside of Bristol Motor Speedway.
You got the hat on.
I got it. The Atlanta Braves hat with the flames on it.
I got the checkers. You got the flames.
Spent yesterday up in Bristol for the Speedway Children's Charity Golf Tournament. Got to talk with Steve Swift, the guy who's really behind the repaving of any SMI track and all the different stuff they got going on. So they knocked down the Goodyear building. They've knocked down 3/4 of the pit wall. And after this game this weekend, they have, 4 weeks to rebuild pretty much the entire infield. So that'll be a cool process to watch unfold. I'm excited to go. I'm going to go up there this weekend, take a ride with the kiddos.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go see that Tennessee football game back in 2016, I believe. But
what day is the game? Saturday?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to go scope that out. Be a pretty cool event to be a part of.
Iowa this weekend coming up. We've got spare change free on Thursday.
Yeah.
Won this race last year, so excited to get back there with a new team. See how we do.
Well, y'all keep stacking pennies. Appreciate your time. Whether you're riding in the car, listening to us at work, watch us on YouTube. You guys are the real ones. Y'all have a great week. Talk to you later. Goodbye.